Hi, everyone. I am Gila Garcia Sanchez. A usual day for me is connecting with my counseling clients in the mornings as a registered guidance counselor and living out my passion in sports as a swimming coach in the afternoons. I always love how sports and psychology interact and complement, which make my work opportunities synchronous with one another. I was a lay missionary for 10 years of my life, and connecting with people through one on one and group discussion talks were the most meaningful for me. That was what drove me to take up my master's in counseling from the years 2012 to 2015. I love being a counselor. Most of my counselees would say how much the sessions guided them to recover in any mental health situation. Reality is, I too take advantage of the personal growth that I benefit from my work as I feel that the words that I say when I process people help me equally in my day to day life. Listening in itself truly empowers. In the course of my studies, I came across different counseling therapies that can be used when doing counseling. I specifically gained much appreciation for CBT or cognitive behavioral therapy, which combines two separate therapies, mainly cognitive therapy and behavioral therapy. CBT, in a nutshell, helps individuals realize that they can influence their mood or their emotions by identifying and changing their thoughts and beliefs. Furthermore, when mood and emotions change, behaviors or actions can be positively influenced. During this time of pandemic, mental health has been the second kind of pandemic. Depression and anxiety, as diagnosed clinically, or even intense feelings of fear, sadness, and restlessness are not rare. We are all seeing our reality as an enormous mountain to overcome. It is not necessarily bad to feel these negative emotions, and it is actually very favorable to identify what we really feel and not to negate these emotions. Change negative thoughts into more positive ones so you can have better emotions leading to better actions. It's very comforting to hear that line, but it is surely easier said than done. It is highly favorable to seek for professional help and go through therapy or counseling when it becomes too overwhelming. But right now, I will share with you bits and pieces of the things we learn during counseling that might be helpful in any situation you find yourself in. The first one is to check your emotions or what you are feeling. There are a lot of emotions, but typically we can categorize them as either of the following: happy, sad, angry, or the other emotions. There are a lot of happy emotions, such as feeling calm, confident, excited, loved, proud, and feeling thankful. Under the sad emotions, we can either feel ashamed, disappointed, lonely, miserable, unloved, or withdrawn. When you feel angry, check if you're actually feeling annoyed, frustrated, furious, violent, or just feeling grumpy. We can see that they're synonymous to each other, but they have their unique kind of feeling which are related to the different moments of our lives. There are other emotions too, such as being afraid, anxious, bored, confused, curious, embarrassed, jealous, responsible, shy, or worried. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? You can deny these towards others, but it will be very hard to deny it towards yourself. Better yet, answering the question, what am I feeling, is very important. When you generally say that I'm feeling unwell emotionally, it is good to check if you have those negative emotions, such as those under the sad, angry, and other emotions. Note or list down these emotions. Second is associating the certain emotion with an event or a moment that happened. For example, your emotion is embarrassed. You might associate it, for example, with being reprimanded for being late and coming to school or work, which happens habitually. There can be tons of other events or moments, big or small, such as graduations, meetings, reunions, competitions, or even something that took place over breakfast or while chatting with a friend. Third, let's try to explore our thoughts and beliefs. Ask yourself, what am I thinking? What are my thoughts in connection to these emotions? Going back to our example, you might be thinking, I can never come on time. I will always be tagged as a late comer. I disappointed my teacher or my boss. These thoughts might be very specific, but they're actually related to negative core beliefs that might have been there for quite some time. The feeling of embarrassment might be relieved shortly, but a series of embarrassments can actually lead to depression and anxiety. It is therefore important to further see if these core beliefs are there. This could either be of the following: I am inadequate, I am unloved, I am weak, I am a failure, I am not enough, I'm pathetic. Let's go back to our sample. A series of embarrassments could have led to a core belief: I am not enough or I am a failure. Surely, the series of embarrassments, it's not just a reason for such core beliefs, but could have been a series of other emotions from other experiences. In the processing that we do during counseling or therapy, challenging the core belief would take place. It would take a longer time to do that, but to give an idea, questions such as, what's the evidence or the evidences that you are a failure or that you are not enough? Yes, you might be able to enumerate a few or more, but you will get to realize that it doesn't sum up everything in your life or that the totality of who you are. It is significant to note that as opposed to proving a certain negative core belief, there are opposing situations and realities that prove it to be a non-fixed reality. Find the opposites of these negative core beliefs and think of certain experiences in your life that would say otherwise. I am a failure because I was late again for work. What could be something opposing that one? You can say, I am victorious or achieved something when I was able to nail my presentation in class. On the other side, you can also say, I am not enough because I never got praise by my boss. I am appreciated because my dog feels that I'm the most important thing in this world could negate that first thought. When we step by step challenge those negative core beliefs, specific negative thoughts related to specific experiences or moments will less likely impact in a severe way. It is a process and it may take a while, but making it habitual can form a stronger emotional being that can also be more resilient to criticisms, difficult experiences, frustrations, and the like. When that happens, eventually those negative thoughts won't be so negative at all, which can lead to healthier emotions. Or humans as we are, we can still experience negative ones, but they won't stay as long as they would before, which could also lead to better actions and behaviors. As handful tips on how to have a stronger emotional being, aside from dealing with our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, here are some reminders. First, take mental breaks when you can, no matter how short. Studying and working keep us in a mental grind, which occupy most parts of our day. Again, no matter how short, take a break from thinking, be it studying or working. Be creative, as I know it's challenging to go out of our homes during these times. Second one, exercise. When I'm in the moment of my physical activity, which I do 4 to 5 times a week, believe me, I feel it's the best decision I made for the day. Of course, aside from praying. The third one, eat healthy and get enough sleep. Once again, easier said than done, but very much possible. Most importantly, remember the next 2 points. Seek for help. It is one of the best decisions you can find when you ask for help that can allow you to relax emotionally, share your heart out, be processed, get medication when needed, and be guided. Tap mental health professionals when needed. Fifth one, of course, very important, is prayer. Never let go of that relationship with God. Remember, God became man himself. He knew what it felt to grieve, to fear, to be tired, to be happy, and to feel contented. He, amongst others, know how you truly feel. To conclude, it is true. One of the biggest reasons that keep us chained and unfree are negative thoughts. It is very possible to break free from these. I am not saying you can totally let go of these, but we can learn to deal with them proactively and healthily. Remember, identify what you feel. Figure out the thoughts related to these feelings. Ask yourself, is this related to a certain negative core belief? Challenge the thoughts and think of healthier ones. Observe if they're making you feel better and witness how your actions can become better. Partner it with healthy habits, and I am sure at the very least you can say, I feel so much better. Thank you so much, and may God be praised.